Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Stephanie. Today I'm in Palm Springs. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to give you my May favorites. This is a first. I've never filmed like a sit-down video like this outdoors, and of course just now it was perfectly quiet, and now there's like planes going overhead. I actually can see it. In any case, I have a bunch of really summertime appropriate things to show you. If you want to see more videos such as these, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood, no matter your true pronoun or gender identity. Come join the family. All right, let's get into it. I have 3 Marc Jacobs products. I really haven't used too many Marc Jacobs products before, but they sent me a PR package and I just dove into it and I was like, holy crap, why haven't I used these before? Especially this one right here. This is the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I think this is one of like the most talked about Marc Jacobs products. It is very hydrating, creates a really, really beautiful base for your makeup to sit on top of. I feel like, I don't know, my skin's been changing a bit. It is oily, but perhaps with age, it's been drying out just a little bit, and I've been more into a more natural, not necessarily dewy, but not so matte look as I have been in the past. This just really smooths out the skin, makes the other makeup go on really nicely. I like to put my foundation on with a beauty blender. So this just creates a really nice base. It smells amazing. It smells just like coconut and everything summer and everything good. So yeah, if you're looking for just a very straightforward everyday primer that isn't a mattifying primer, I would say definitely look into this. It just creates a really nice smooth surface for your foundation and everything else to go on top of. The next Marc Jacobs product we have here is the Do You Dewdrops Coconut Gel Highlighter. This is just a beautiful golden, peachy, warm color that gives you that glow from within kind of thing that everybody's trying to achieve. On its own, I'll use just a little bit, put it on some high places like my cheekbone, my nose, and then I'll put on a little concealer. Like those are on light days where I don't use foundation. I have used it a bunch combined with the foundation, which I will talk about in a second, but yeah, on its own, it is really beautiful, and I feel like this is the kind of product that I'm, you know, over the course of a day, I will get really oily, or I potentially can get really oily, and combined with this, instead of looking like oil slick, I look more glowy, if that makes sense. So I've been really enjoying this a lot. I'll talk about the foundation that I've been using it with, which is the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This is the very like balanced foundation. It is not super mattifying like my Estee Lauder. So I'll usually use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, but really thin it out with a beauty blender. But this is not as intense and not as full coverage, so I think this is better for me for every day. And again, I will thin it out a bunch, but on its own, it wears really nicely and it doesn't give you that just like really dry look. It doesn't stick to dry patches for me either. I don't have as many dry patches like as I used to, but I have been getting a lot of allergies, so I'll have dry patches around my nose and on my nose because I'm blowing my nose a bunch, and it doesn't stick to those. So on its own, I've been really enjoying this foundation for everyday use. And then combined with this, I really love it. I'll do like a little pump of this, and I'll try to do like less of this, but you know, you pump it out and what comes out comes out. And then I combine it on the back of my hand, and I'll pick it up, splotch that all over my face, and then blend it in with a beauty blender. And honestly, it doesn't give much coverage, or at least the way I do it, I don't get that much coverage, but that is what I want for every day. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a ton of face makeup, but it just has such a beautiful glow to it. And just like I said, this on its own, over the course of the day, it just wears really nicely. My skin just looks more and more radiant as my oils come through. So I'm actually really using what I got, you know, and just using my oils to benefit me instead of trying to, I don't know, try to hide it as much as possible. I would not say this is a dewy foundation at all, but combined with this, it just creates just such beautiful glowy skin. I want to give a little shout out to this product right here, which is the Marc Jacobs 104 Tantastic Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan. First of all, this packaging is incredible. Just like the other Marc Jacobs products, I love the packaging. Look at this mirror. Huge mirror. I've been using this mirror nonstop, and I feel like I'm gonna be using it for like tutorials and stuff because it's a really nice thing to hold as well. It's very sturdy. This thing is huge. I don't really know how thick. Yeah, I think the pan is very thin, so we have to be careful with this product. But I've been using this bronzer now for the past couple weeks, and I think it is just a really beautiful bronze for my skin tone, and I have been getting a little bit tanner and it's been working. It is not the most pigmented bronzer in the world, which I enjoy though, because I hate picking up some bronzer and splotching it on, being like, oh no, what did I just do? It's super buildable, so I'll put a bit on, and I've been using the Marc Jacobs, the blush brush, but for me, I've been using this, even with other products, as my bronzer. I'll put it above the hollows of my cheeks to create higher cheekbones, bring it up into my temples and the excess underneath my chin. This stuff smells so good. It smells just like the coconut primer. Yeah, it's just really nice. It smells like summertime. The next couple products are ones I've been wanting to talk about for the past like 2 months, and finally I'm getting around to it. This is the Good Day Hair Shop Unicorn Soft Shampoo. I'm almost out, practically out here. You know, I feel like shampoos are kind of interesting in that sometimes you can't really tell if there's a difference between one shampoo and the next, and I can definitely say I know there's a difference for this one for me, because I can get a really, really itchy scalp. So my scalp gets really oily, but at the same time very itchy, and I can get irritated by things, and I still want my hair to smell good, you know, so I'll use different shampoos with different scents, and some of them just do not agree with my scalp at all, and it is just like hellish all day long. All I want to do is itch my scalp. And something I realized about this one is that, like, you know, I would use it for a week and then try something else out and then come back to it, and I realized when I wasn't using this, my head was just so itchy, just everything else is irritating me, and this one doesn't irritate me at all. Also, just leaves my scalp feeling very clean but not dried out, you know, because even though I'm oily, I don't want to like make it brittle or something up there. It's just, I have a weird head situation. So this one has always made my scalp happy, and it always feels super clean after I wash with this. I pair it with their Boy Tears conditioning mask, which is just the most hilarious name for a mask. I'm almost out of this one. It's going quickly, but you know, I've actually had these for a while. Even though I'll switch it out, I use these ones the most consistently, I think for the past like 3 months. So even though they're almost done, they've lasted quite a long time because you don't need to use that much product. I'll put it through the ends of my hair and then put my hair up in a bun, do all my other business like washing my body, washing my face, shaving, and then I'll quickly rinse this out afterwards. The scent, it's nice, it lingers, and it just really makes my ends feel moisturized and strong. Yeah, I really have nothing bad to say about these products. If you want to check them out, everything of course is linked down below, and there's some other products you should definitely take a little gander at. And yeah, I didn't even talk about the packaging. The packaging is so freaking cute. I love it. My last 3 products are from the same brand, and I just had to go online to figure out how to say this, and I'm probably gonna butcher right now, so I apologize in advance. This is Sol de Janeiro. Portuguese is really, really difficult, I have to say. Brazilians, okay? But your products smell insane. I've been a huge fan of the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream for a really long time. I remember when it first came to Sephora and I got the little mini, and I just cherished it because it smelled so good. It's supposed to be a firming cream, which I will be honest, like, I don't really see any firming, you know, things about it. I'm just gonna say is one of the best smelling things I've ever placed on my body. So it comes in this cute little pot. I just took off the lid, and you take off this part, and I have so much left in this pot here, because I already went through one big pot, and now this is a second big pot. You slather this stuff on, and I actually didn't realize this for the first couple times I wore it, but it has these like really beautiful little micro glitters in it, and it just stays all day long. This scent will just stick with you, and this is actually very hydrating. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, it does take a bit to work it into the skin, but I kind of like that because I feel like it's really just taking its time, like getting into the skin, because once it's on, it sticks, and the scent is so beautiful. This scent is supposed to be a pistachio caramel, which I don't know, to me, when I really think about it, it does smell like that, but first and foremost, it just smells like a delicious beach summer to me. Like I said, just purely off of scent, this is one of my favorite lotions ever. I might even love it as much. It's like on par with the Corez Guava, because that one smells incredible to me. But yeah, I really love this. I'll mostly just put it on my arms. It actually looks really nice on top of tattoos as well, because it gives the tattoo like a little bit of a glitter. They actually sent me a PR package with some of their other products, so when I opened it, I was like, holy crap, yes, because I love this one so much. And they also sent me, this is the Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. This is a really nice body wash, I will say that, but to be totally honest, much of my like excitement over these products is just, yeah, like I said, the smell is insane. Like, just go and smell it right now. I did do a little test though, where I just use this body wash, and then instead of like, you know, putting this lotion on top, I use jojoba oil, which is like pretty much completely unscented. It has like a slightly nutty smell, but it's not anything that lingers on the skin. And this did linger on my skin underneath the jojoba oil all day long, but obviously not as strong as like combining this, and definitely not as strong as also adding this, which is the Brazilian Crush spray. So it's like a body, you know, spray form of everything else. Yes. I would say if you're a noob to these products, I don't know which one I would try. Actually, I would go for this one or this one. Like, if you already have a moisturizer that you like, and you wanted a nice spray, because this one does really last all day too. It's not one of those body sprays that you put on and it doesn't last. Like, this one sticks, so they all stick really nicely. If you want to find a really nice, very thick moisturizer, go for this one as well. I know that this is a pricey product, so if you want to just try out the mini, go for that. But yeah, I think all these all together are really nice too. All right, y'all, that was my May favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. The sun's going down right now, so I hope it's not too dark in certain parts of the video. If you enjoyed it though, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. We'd love to have you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.